And welcome back, everybody, to the Freaking Awesome Podcast. And this is episode 52.
Yeah, man. Let's kill that bass head. Alright, let's do this. I'm on the air, we got this podcast flow. It's me and Tony on the mics, we gotta let you know of current events, little gaming, sprinkle in some entertainment. We stay humble, but our moms still think we're famous. Turn up the bass and baby, maybe let that magic flow. Our spoken word is all the things you really wanna know. Having a good time on the show, T-Bows and Matty G. Tune in and hit subscribe and join us on the FAP.
Welcome, everybody, to the Freaking Awesome Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Bowes, and COVID kept away from me as my partner in crime, Matty G. Matty G, how are you doing today?
Hey, not too bad, man. Just, living life in isolation. You?
I know. Good. I actually did think the other day we probably should set up a video feed so I can actually see you from time to time, because I've kind of forgotten what you look like. You're, like the better looking / shorter one to our group, so one of these days
God
you're either
give me something.
one of these days you're gonna get ugly or taller, and it's gonna mess things up.
Yeah, man, it's it has been weird not seeing everybody, and it's I'm happy we're in phase 3, and I'm really hoping that the numbers keep declining, and maybe we can get some normalcy before the summer's out. Who knows?
Quote unquote, air quote, normal. Yeah, whatever's going to be the new normal.
The new normal. Yeah.
Sure. Excellent. Well, we have a first for our show today. Our special guest this evening is. I actually want to go through a lot of credits on this, but we're going to have to get into it a little bit later because I can guarantee everybody has seen this woman at some point without even potentially even knowing it. But for some of the Maxim fans out there, we have a actress / model, Sherry Nelson, who was featured in the March / April issue of Maxim magazine, as well as had finished in the top 3 of the Maxim magazine's cover girl competition. Sherry, thank you very much for being on the show.
Hi, Anthony. Hi, Maddie. I'm happy to be here. You guys are the best.
Well, we definitely love the fact that you've been able to spend a little time aside for us and join us on the show. So hopefully we can have
anything for you two. You guys are great.
Excellent. Thank you. Matty G, how about you jump into the news for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I have 2 and a bonus.
Ooh.
So I'll start and then that way we can end on the bonus. So
sounds good.
Okay, well, we'll start with the first one. So, article reads, Minnesota police use drones to catch nude and topless sunbathers.
Right, they're doing it for that.
Yeah, that was my thought. So,
I think the word catch should not be in there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not catching, it's called peeping.
A Minnesota Police Department confirmed officers are now using drones to catch people going nude or topless in an area beach. The Golden Valley Police Department confirmed officers working with Minneapolis Parks Police used a drone to catch beachgoers in an act of going partially or fully nude at Twin Lakes, just west of Theodore Wirth Park, after numerous complaints. It had reached the point where it was time for people to be held accountable for their actions. Yes, sure.
They're called the police. Oh, goodness.
Witnesses say they spotted drones in the sky shortly before police arrived and took information from then-clothed beach visitors for potential citations. What it did was validate all the complaints we've been getting from residents. It would be no different than a surveillance camera in a public place for high crime area. Sure. I'm sure there's high crime happening at the beach.
You know what really gets me about that is they're saying it's no different than a surveillance camera. No, it's completely different because you're actually taking these cameras from off-site and bringing them on-site via flight versus something that's stationary and people know about.
So aren't you supposed to this area monitored by surveillance? Isn't that usually
exactly
the green light?
And if that sign's not up, then technically I feel kind of like they're the ones breaking the law because they're invading people's privacy.
Right?
Yeah.
So
wow.
It's like putting cameras in a woman's locker room and be like, do you know what kind of crime happens in there?
Only the one that's caused by the camera.
Yeah, exactly. The one we're committing. So
That's
anyways,
yeah.
So I thought this was actually this part's funny. So Christian Calvert, a beachgoer who was cited for topless sunbathing, said she was unaware that the beach was part of the Minneapolis park system, and she said there was no signs posted at the beach that mentioned the park system or rules against any nudity. And this quote unquote, "It's ridiculous when I turn around and there's a gentleman who has boobs that are bigger than mine, and he can keep his shirt off, and we're doing the same thing. I'm just sitting in the sun." And she said we're not sexualizing anything. So, anyways, they retorted that they're going to continue to issue citations for nudity on this particular beach. Their defense was that it's a family beach, right? So, well, but the thing is, I don't know.
The argument on that is, here in Kingston, you're allowed to go topless. So, and that's like technically speaking, walking down the street. I mean, family beach, park beach. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the only person who really was at wrong on this one really was the police officer. I mean, especially if there was no signs posted, then no signs, no rules. Like, sorry.
Invasion of privacy for sure on the drone front.
Yeah.
But the thing is, too, is like my standpoint is like they're even teaching anatomy. I have two boys, and they're teaching anatomy way younger. So I mean.
They're not teaching sex education, but they're definitely teaching anatomy.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm just trying to think of the parent's perspective. If a kid sees somebody that's topless at a beach, what are the questions that are going to come up? Yeah. But I mean, if it's not being sexualized, it's just, you know what I mean? I don't see an issue with it, but I'm a free spirit, I guess.
I was going to say, I know you don't see an issue with that. Ashley might see the issue, but not you. Yep. 100%.
Jerry, you going to weigh in here?
Well, they're just doing the way God intended it to be in your natural birthday suit.
Exactly.
There you go.
Right? And it truly does come down to, who's the one who's sexualizing this? Right? I mean, if they're not, and they're just like trying to get some vitamin D here, I don't know. I feel like that is that's a tough one on who you're going to put it on. But in this particular case, I do feel like the police are kind of at fault, and flying drones in. I mean, that they're no different than now the 18-year-old who's trying to peep on a neighbor. Like, sorry.
Yep. Fair enough.
That's where I'm standing on this one.
What do you got for us, Tony?
All right. This one was actually super funny for me. The title on this one was Driver Offers Reward for Lost Car That Happened During a Drunken Bender. Now instantly I was like, dude, where's my car? They made a movie of this. Right?
Dude, where is my car and why is my cell phone in rice?
Yeah, exactly. Whose clothes are these? Yeah. So this is funny. So read this and I'd love to hear your thoughts. A Twin Cities resident left without his wheels after he or she misplaced their 2007 Toyota Camry during a night of partying. The title on, or the actual article was the funniest thing on this note. It said, "I may have saved your life or your child's, but now can you help me find my car?" And then there's a picture of the actual car. Now, the person had basically said it went on to Reddit when someone had actually brought this up, saying, "I found this sign in the neighborhood. This is hilarious." They were like, "Yeah, well, I got too drunk. I parked my car and then rode with a friend. We think it's somewhere near the northern parts of Hennepin County, parked on a residential street." Now, apparently that particular area is about home to 1 million people. and it's literally like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's that particular area stretches 600 square miles.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, I'm thinking, first of all, how drunk were you when you parked your car? Because
you guys help me find my car. It's in Ontario.
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of what it's like saying, right? I feel like in this particular case, the fact that neither them or their friend they rode with could possibly tell you where this car was means I feel like at some point someone was drinking and driving.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
Right? Now, I feel like, okay, they were responsible enough to drop their car off somewhere. But... let's
you would have to be absolutely smashed to forget where you parked.
Right? And even in this day and age, like if you had an iPhone, you could actually go back through your maps record and probably pinpoint where the last 10, 15 stops you were at.
Yeah.
I wonder if this guy is missing an eyebrow or something, or if his friends took him out on a bender and now he's at his last resort. At least let me get my car back.
Right.
He's got a Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I kind of wonder if how did they get back home? And then B, was it their home? So.
Can't have memories unless you make them, and he's making them.
Yeah. I mean, I give them credit for actually posting lost billboards or lost posters everywhere. It's it's not a cat. This was a car. And actually, a couple of the other people had posted on this that were laughing about it. Said, honestly, it's a 2007 Toyota Camry. Just let it go.
So those are aren't those belly button cars? A lot of people have those.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I was really kind of more interested by the fact that the article had said, I may have saved your life
exactly.
or a child's. So are you a doctor? Because if you're a doctor, why are you driving a 2007 Toyota Camry?
He just wants to say, I'm not a lunatic. Please bring it back.
Right.
Oh, amazing.
The car is safe with me.
Yep. Oh, goodness. All right, Maddie, what else you got?
That's pretty good. This one is just kind of funny. So, I'll preface it with, I don't know if you've seen this, but a lot of people that are winning lotteries lately, becoming more and more popular for them to wear something to cover their face, or because they don't, or they wear some type of disguise, or you know what I mean, because they don't want people
the
to
family
win.
member is coming out of the woodworks. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, they don't want people to know that they won. So this I thought was funny. So a Jamaican man who won the lottery jackpot of over $600,000 disguised his identity by collecting his winnings in full Darth Vader costume. So the winner, identified as W. Brown, told officials at Supreme Ventures, which operates a lottery in Jamaica, that he bought the ticket for a lotto draw at a sports bar in Maypen, Clarendon. I don't regularly buy from this place. I usually purchase my tickets from Old Harbor or Spanish Town, but I was on the road, so I just stopped there. Brown collected $655,000 jackpot while dressed in full Darth Vader costume, the Dark Lord of the Sith from Star Wars films. He said he wanted to keep his identity hidden because he hadn't yet told any family or friends that he had won. Life has been pretty hard. I come from a poor family. Sometimes I couldn't attend school because my parents didn't have it. But I told myself that God would help me one day so that I can help find a family. The winner said he's still working on plans for his winnings. I want to decide what the best thing to do before spending anything. I need to decide what my goals are. But I just know that I want to own a bus.
Okay, wait, I've got questions.
Dreams, man.
There's so many questions.
So many questions. Did he say that he wants to find a family?
He wants to find a family.
He's hiding from friends and family so that he could find the family he wants.
Family, new and improved family.
So I'm reading this article, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice, and he comes from a poor family, and he's like, well, he wants to buy a new family. What? He wants to own a bus.
But I can't believe they gave him the money without having his face. I don't know if we're allowed to do that here, but that's genius.
Yes.
But it's a good thing he didn't dress up like Robin Hood, or then definitely he'd have to share their winnings.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I would have told the news, the person reporting the news, that I was going to use half of it to start the Death Star or something.
Right.
So Maddie and Anthony, what would you have dressed up as if you could dress up as anything to collect your winnings? The Joker?
Oh boy, that's a
Who
great
would you dress?
question.
See, that's the question, because